Brothers, I'm back after yet another procrastination break, and I'm back with some great fucking news. In one of my evolution videos, the one about Initial D, I mentioned that it's such a shame that all the big and proper games are for Sega consoles only and that you have to use an emulator to play them. There's only a few indie Initial D titles they can play on PC with wheel support, and some of them have already been abandoned, like this one. Well, guess what? There's a brand new Initial D game coming out on Steam that looks absolutely marvelous, fantastic, amazing, and all the other synonyms. And guess what again? It's gonna require 50 gigabytes of space when launched, so it's no indie game. So let's dive deeper and let's see what we can find out about it. By the way, thanks a million Asunaki for mentioning this in the comments. You're a fucking legend. First of all, what's the game gonna look like? There are no car renders out yet, nor any gameplay footage, just this video of a beautiful mountainous road and some pictures of it. Unlike any other Initial D game I've ever seen, this one seems to have a dark backstory, which might come into play in the game. Rather than being set in the 90s and the early 2000s, the golden era for Japanese sports car culture, this one is set in the year 2047. The world has been taken over by AI, not in the apocalyptic sense, but rather everyone got complacent. People live effortlessly and are just being carried by the flow. A group of adrenaline junkies seeks to return to the mountains and once again ignite the flame of passion that once reigned on these roads. And that's all the info about the story that we have, but just by hearing that, you know it's gonna play a big role in the game. Take it from the developers themselves. Initial D is an immersive, story-driven racing simcade set in the picturesque Izu Peninsula of Shizuoka, Japan. Initial D combines the spirit of classic racing with the thrill of an evolving technological era where AI-driven transport has replaced personal vehicles in the name of efficiency and safety. You'll be able to explore the pretty Toge roads with a bunch of iconic cars from the 90s, plus some from the early 2000s or the 80s. There are two main focuses of this game. Just from the video and from the image renders, you can see that it looks stunning. This will definitely be one, if not the best looking Initial D game ever. The second area of focus is realism. I did mention simcade, not simulation a while ago, but the list of features the game will have includes tire deformation, tire temperature, tire wear, customizable aerodynamics, plus car setup like camber, gear ratios, etc. If I'm not mistaken, and if I am, please don't hesitate to correct me in the comments, and while you're at it, crash into the subscribe button. But if I'm not mistaken, there isn't a single Initial D game with tire wear. It will be interesting to see it change the dynamic where your tires will lose grip the further you go, making the racing more and more challenging. Furthermore, what does the car community love the most? Games like Assetto Corsa and BeamNG are famous because of this very thing, modding support. The devs explain this amazingly well. Initial D will allow for considerable customization and modification to reproduce and share cars, taking advantage of the same editing tools developed and used by the developer of the game. Now you might think, wait, developer? Yes, that is right. If my information here is correct, there is currently only one guy working solo on this project, and his name is Pablo Vidaurre Sanz. He has quite the track record on Steam, publishing games like Tokyo Warfare and a few of its derivatives, which is a tank fighting game with very positive reviews. Or his newest game released just last year called The Last Escape, where you're playing as a soul looking for your memories while flying through the magnificent Alps, with no user reviews. All in all, this guy knows what he's doing, and it's very obvious that he knows his shit, so let's support some talent now. Go to Steam if you can, and wishlist the game. Just search for Initial D, it should be there. Let's show Pablo that we support what he's doing, and we want him to do his best. And if you do that, you can playtest the game. So let's see what the Prealpha has to offer. So as you can see, the magnificent graphics aren't a part of the playtest just yet. We get a Supra and a throw in the game. We have quite a few options on the left, like filter modes. This 19s one is actually really cool, but for driving it ain't that fun. There's quality resolution and some control toggles that I don't really understand. Steering mode 5 and 6. What? But to be perfectly honest, it drives really well. There are some bugs here and there, like these frame rate drops I'm getting from time to time, but other than that, this Supra drives okay. My skill is the issue here. If I spent a few hours in the game, I'd be the master. And look, in first person, the dials work and shit. Nice. Well, that's all for this video, I'm guessing. Go to Steam, wishlist the game, and Pablo, I wish you all the luck in the world with this. Thank you so much for trying so hard for us. Peace out, eat noodles.